各位记者朋友，大家下。
Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to today's press conference. Now you may ask questions.
谢谢发言人。总台央视记者提问：中方昨天发布了
CCTV. To follow up on yesterday's announcement that President Xi Jinping will attend the SCO summit, what will be the topics of discussion between President Xi and other leaders at the summit, and what's China's expectation for the summit? Besides, China will take over the rotating presidency of the SCO after this summit. Can you brief us on what will be the main focus of China's presidency? Over the past 23 years since its establishment, SCO member states have upheld the Shanghai spirit of mutual trust, mutual benefit, equality, consultation, respect for diversity of civilization, and the pursuit of common development, jointly promoted solidarity and mutual trust, and has built the SCO into a shield of security, a bridge of cooperation, and a bond of friendship, and a constructive force in the region. The SCO has become a fine example of a new type of international relations and regional cooperation. The upcoming summit will be the most important SCO event this year. During the summit, President Xi Jinping will have in-depth exchange of views with leaders of participating countries on deepening cooperation across the board under the new circumstances and on major international and regional issues of the day, and a plan for the future development of the SCO. We believe that this summit will help build a more consensus, open up a new chapter of cooperation, and contribute to the security, stability, development, and prosperity of all countries, and to building a community with a shared future for mankind. And after the Astana summit, China will assume the rotating presidency of the SCO for 2024 to 2025. 7 years since China was the SCO chair last time, China attaches great importance to it and has fully begun preparations. We stand ready to work with all parties to follow the Shanghai spirit, further deepen political, security, economic, and people-to-people and cultural cooperation, advance high-quality development of the SCO, and build a closer SCO community with a shared future, to bring more benefits to the people in the region and contribute more to the lasting peace and common prosperity in the world. Next one, please.
发言人您好，新华社记者提问：习近平主席即将对哈萨克斯坦。
Xinhua News Agency. President Xi Jinping will pay state visit to Kazakhstan and Tajikistan. Could share with us the program and China's expectation for the growth of China's relations with these two countries. Kazakhstan is China's friendly neighbor and permanent comprehensive strategic partner. Since the establishment of diplomatic ties 32 years ago, the two countries' relationship have grown with sound and steady momentum, and cooperation in trade, investment, connectivity, energy, and people-to-people ties have shown numerous highlights. We have set a good example. Last year, President Xi Jinping met with President Tokayev in Xi'an and Beijing. They made new plans and drew a new blueprint for the bilateral relations and steer the cooperation to a golden period of faster growth. This will be President Xi Jinping's 5th visit to Kazakhstan. During the visit, President Xi Jinping will have talks with President Tokayev and have an in-depth exchange of views with him on bilateral relations, cooperation in key areas, and regional and international landscape. He will attend state events such as the welcoming ceremony, the signing ceremony, and the welcoming banquet, and other side events. President Xi Jinping's visit will further upgrade the relations, enrich the high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, and enhance the well-being of our two peoples. Tajikistan is China's friendly neighbor and comprehensive strategic partner. In recent years, under the strategic guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Rahman, China-Tajikistan relations have maintained sound momentum, and the two countries have consolidated mutual trust and fruitful Belt and Road cooperation, deepened cultural and people-to-people exchange, and had close cooperation. Last May, the two presidents announced the building of a China-Tajikistan community with a shared future, featuring everlasting friendship, solidarity, and mutual benefit. This will be President Xi's another state visit to Tajikistan after 5 years. During the visit, President Xi will have talks with President Rahman and have an in-depth exchange of views with him on bilateral relations, cooperation in key areas, and the regional and international landscape, making new plans for the growth of bilateral relations. They will jointly attend various side events. China looks forward to working with Tajikistan through this visit to further enhance political mutual trust, deepen high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, forge closer bonds, inject new impetus to the growth of relations, and elevate our comprehensive strategic partnership.
下一个问题。
Next one, please.
谢谢发言人法新社提问。
AFP. Officials of the Customs Office of Italy seized about 630 million synthetic drugs from China, and Customs of Italy said that Chinese citizens involved in this case were arrested in Netherlands. Can you confirm it, and are you aware of it?
情况。
I'm not aware of the situation you mentioned as a principle. China firmly cracks down on the drugs and is willing to carry out international cooperation. Next one, please.
好，中国日报提问，我们注意到。
China Daily, we've noted that after the commemorative events marking the 70th anniversary of the 5 Principles of Peaceful Coexistence, China issued the Beijing Declaration of the conference. Can you share more details with us? The commemorative events marking the 70th anniversary of the 5 Principles of Peaceful Coexistence was held in Beijing on June 28. President Xi Jinping delivered an important address, and at the host of this event, China issued the Beijing Declaration, and which reflects the key viewpoints of the participants. The participants believe that the issuance of the 5 Principles of Peaceful Coexistence has had an epoch-making significance over the past 70 years. The 5 Principles have shown everlasting relevance and has made indelible historic contributions to the cause of human progress. The participants believe that building a community with a shared future for mankind is a natural step for carrying forward the 5 Principles under the new circumstances. The vision of building a community with a shared future for mankind carries forward the essence of the 5 Principles and builds on them, and enriches the 5 Principles with the imperatives of the new era. The participants actively echoed the 6-point proposals made by President Xi Jinping in his important address at this conference. They reaffirmed the importance of upholding sovereignty, equality, and mutual respect, staying committed to the path of peaceful development, pursue win-win cooperation, safeguarding international fairness and justice, and embracing an open and inclusive mindset. The participants all believe that Global South is a key force that advocates the practices of 5 Principles, and it can make a greater contribution to South-South and North-South cooperation as well as human progress. The participants commend the announcement by China for supporting Global South cooperation. China will work with the participants to turn into reality the wide-ranging consensus reached at this event, champion the 5 Principles, and build a community with a shared future for mankind in order to create a better future for human society. Thank you. Next one, please.
日本广播协会提问，美国
NHK. The U.S. State Department last week released 2023 International Religious Freedom Report. They pointed out that the Chinese government conducted surveillance and suppression on Uyghurs in Xinjiang Autonomous Region and criticized the Chinese government for committing genocide against the Uyghurs. What's your comment? The so-called report has no factual basis. They are filled with lies and reek of ideological biases. This is a distortion of China's religious policy. China opposes it. The Chinese government protects the citizens' freedom of religious belief, and people of all ethnic groups in China are fully entitled to the freedom of religious belief. In China, there are close to 200 million religious believers, over 380,000 clerical personnel, personnel, about 5,500 religious groups, and over 140,000 places of worship registered for religious activities. These are crystal clear facts. The so-called genocide allegation is nothing but a lie. From the first population consensus in 1953 to the seventh in 2020, the Uyghur population in Xinjiang has grown from 3.6 million to 11.6 million. The rate of increase outnumbers not only that of the total population in Xinjiang, but also that of ethnic minorities in China. It was also significantly higher than the rate of increase of the local Han population. Xinjiang enjoys social stability, economic development, ethnic solidarity, religious harmony, and rising living standards. The U.S., however, ignores those facts and keeps peddling the lies. Its real aim is to create a pretext to keep China down. The U.S. itself is fraught with politicization of religion, scandals involving clerical personnel, religious cult, and other issues. The U.S. is in no position to lecture other countries. We urge the U.S. to respect the facts, correct its wrongdoings and double standards, and stop using religious issues to meddle in China's internal affairs. Next one, please. AFP. A 70-year-old Chinese badminton player Zhang Zhijie attended the competition in Indonesia, but he passed away. Could you provide us with more details?
We all have heard this distressing notice. China's Consulate General in Indonesia has contacted with him and take measures, and we also express our condolences to his family, and our ministry will continue to provide guidance to the Consulate General to do well the following up work.
环球时报记者提问：美国国家航空航
Global Times. NASA spokesperson Faith Mac said on June 28 that China worked with France, Italy, Pakistan, and European Space Agency on a mission that retrieved samples from the far side of the moon, but NASA wasn't invited to take part in it. China welcomed scientists from other countries to study China's moon rocks, but NASA didn't get any direct invitation. What's your comment? The Chinese government is open to having space exchanges and cooperation with the U.S. China published the announcement of opportunities for the Chang'e 6 mission, which was available to the entire world. We also welcomes other countries to take part in it. The U.S. side seems to have forgotten to mention their domestic legislation, such as the Wolf Amendment. Whether the U.S. scientists and institutions will be allowed by their government to participate in cooperation with China, this is the real question. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions? So this is the end of today's press conference. Thank you.